we want to solve these quadratic equations. Now remember, if it's a quadratic equation, it's in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. And so as long as we've got that square term, an x, and or a c, we've got a quadratic equation. So I'm going to take a look at the 3x squared plus 9x equals 0. First thing that I see that I notice is that there are factors in common to both terms. And so there's a 3x in common to both. So I would get 3x times x plus 3. Now remember, this is an equation, so it still equals 0. Once we've done this, we're going to set each different term equal to 0. So that would be the 3x is 1 and the x plus 3 is another. So I'm going to take 3x equals 0 and x plus 3 equals 0. So on this one, it's easy. We get x equals 0. Over here, we get x equals negative 3. Now, are these both true statements? Well, you're going to have to check those and make sure. So if I put 0 in for the first one, it's going to be 0 plus 0 equals 0. So that one works. Now if I do minus 3, you might actually have to do a little bit more math. So I'm going to plug in minus 3 everywhere I see an x. And now I want to know, does that equal 0? So I've got 3 times 9 minus 9 times 3. Well, that's going to give me 0. So 0 does equal 0. So this is also another solution. So in this case, they both worked. Now what about this one over here on the right? Well, I'm not sure, but I think I might be able to factor it if I set it equal to 0. So I'm going to get 2x squared plus x minus 1 equals 0. Now I need to know the factors of 2 and the factors of 1 that have a difference of 1, so 2 and 1. So my x's are a 2x and just 1x. We said that 2 hooked up with a 1, this one hooked up with a 1. Signs are different. The larger is positive, so this one's positive, this one's negative. Same thing again, I've got 2 sets of parentheses, so I'm going to take each set and set it equal to 0. And then I'm going to solve each one of them for x. So I get x equals 1/2 and x equals negative 1. So what I want you to do now is I want you to check it, and then I want you to come back and see if you get the right answer. So when you go through and you check each solution that you obtained, you find out it is a true statement. So again, we got lucky and both of them actually turned out to be a solution.